thank you so much for your video submission. One of the parts of your video that really stuck out to me was the email portion, and I guess it probably stuck out to me because the form that I found for West Virginia also mentioned email, and it was kind of a big section, and I was really surprised by that. But the form that I found online, it doesn't really advise against email. It just mentions that it may not be the best way to transfer information if you're worried about it getting lost or compromised, or something like that. So it does mention that. In today's world, I feel like that was a very necessary addition to the forum. And so I'm glad the ACA actually required that any electronic communication, or technology, I think the word that they use, the roles of technology, which your form seems to mention a lot with the recordings and things like that. So that was where it differed from mine. Is mine just, it doesn't really advise against email. It just kind of provides you with the risks, and they also don't mention any videography or anything like that going on. Email is a very convenient form of communication, but in today's world, it's definitely not the safest method to use. You also mentioned graduate students, and I wondered if your form lists any information about them, because the one that I found actually had a list of all the therapists and all their credentials. So I wondered, is it important to put the graduate information on there as well? I feel like I, as a client, would definitely want to know if I was being monitored by a graduate student or an actual licensed therapist, or are they just there to advise? So I was looking for a little bit more information about the graduate student issue, which I guess since you pulled up the University of Connecticut, that is definitely a little more specific to them. If graduate students aren't around for a long period of time, is it pointless to listen to them, like if they rotate in and out? Or is that something that they just go over with in their first meeting? Those were kind of the questions that I had. And after hearing that Connecticut also adopted the ACA Code of Ethics, I wondered which other states did this as well. And it turns out that only 19 of the 52 jurisdictions actually did that. And I'll provide a link with the references on that and the information on that too. So that was just kind of the things that stuck out, and it was good to listen to you and hear your point of view, and hear a little bit about your state as well. So thank you so much for that.